Islam according to America, a faith whispered through headlines, judged by stereotypes, painted in fear by those who never touched its truth, religion seen through the lens of politics rather than purity. America watches Islam like a stranger behind glass, curious yet cautious, intrigued yet misled, drawn by its rising presence yet confused by its misunderstood essence. For some it is seen as a growing threat. For others a rising light, a mysterious movement reshaping identity and belief. Within the soul of a conflicted nation, Islam according to America is often measured not by the Quran but by the news, not by the Prophet's mercy but by media narratives, not by real Muslims but by distorted shadows wearing no heart. America hears the word Islam and imagines deserts, foreign lands, echoes of war, forgetting that Islam speaks in peace, lives in submission to God, breathes in mercy, and stands in justice. Yet in America, Islam is both misunderstood enemy and unexpected refuge, both target of fear and source of healing. The fastest growing faith in prisons, in universities, in quiet hearts searching for meaning. Many Americans see Islam as foreign, yet thousands of new Muslims call it home, born in the West, raised in chaos, finding Islam not as an imported faith but as a divine compass within a lost generation. Islam according to America is feared when it grows but admired when observed closely, rejected when judged from distance yet embraced when understood through experience. To some Americans it is painted as restrictive, yet to reverts it is the freedom they were always craving. A religion America tries to define yet fails to confine. Because its truth is not shaped by opinion but rooted in revelation, the deeper America looks, the more it finds beauty wrapped in discipline, peace hidden in prayer, dignity born in modesty, hope revived in surrender. Islam according to the critics is harsh, but Islam according to the convert is healing. Islam according to politicians is a threat, but Islam according to the broken soul is a lifeline. America debates hijabs without ever asking the women who wear them. They assume oppression without witnessing empowerment. They fear Sharia without understanding justice. They mock Arabic without feeling the Quran in their chest. America says Islam is dangerous, yet millions find safety within it. America calls it foreign, yet it grows stronger within its own children. America fears its rise, yet it rises through love not force, through hearts not armies, through peace not power. And while some shout Islam is not welcome, their neighbor whispers Sharia in silence, their classmate prays far in secret, their co-worker fasts in Ramadan quietly glowing with spiritual strength, their favorite athlete drops to sujud after victory. Their friend finds sobriety through the Quran. Slowly America begins to see Islam not through the eyes of fear but through the lives of believers. Peaceful, humble, resilient, healing. Islam according to America is changing. What was once seen as a religion of others is now becoming a faith of us. What was feared is now followed. What was doubted is now studied. What was hidden is now embraced. This is not the Islam America created in its imagination. This is the Islam that walks in its streets, prays in its cities, grows in its youth, comforts its lost souls, and stands unshaken against misconceptions. Islam according to America is evolving, and soon, America will not define Islam. Islam will define the hearts of those who truly seek truth. Yet as Islam continues to rise in America, the question grows louder. What is it that draws so many hearts into its fold? Is it fear or freedom, pressure or peace, force or faith? The truth is far from what many assume. Deep within the American landscape there is a spiritual craving, a silent hunger for meaning, a generation lost in depression, materialism, anxiety, confusion, searching for identity in temporary trends. And when their souls finally collide with Islam, they find not restriction, but reassurance. Not oppression but order, not judgment but guidance. Islam according to America's converts is not a religion of fear but a map to inner freedom, a connection to a creator who listens, loves, and forgives. They speak of sujud as relief, wudu as renewal, the Quran as clarity. Suddenly what America thought was foreign becomes personal, what was labeled extreme becomes deeply human. Islam according to those who live it in the West is not about losing identity but discovering purpose, not abandoning the world but aligning it with eternity. But still America wrestles with conflicting views. Some see mosques as places of peace while others see them as symbols of invasion. Some see hijab as oppression while others see it as strength. Some call Islam intolerant while witnessing Muslims show unwavering patience amidst hate. For every headline that screams danger there is a story of forgiveness, of charity, of unity, of healing. For every false narrative spread online there is a life transformed offline. And slowly America is beginning to see that Islam is not a headline, not a political tool, not an enemy, but a way of life lived by real people with beating hearts, hopes, families, and dreams. Islam according to America's fear is a takeover, but Islam according to reality is a transformation, not of land but of lives, not of force but of faith, not of governments but of souls. Thousands of Americans stand in front of the Kaaba in tears whispering Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, once strangers to Islam but now pilgrims in submission. Countless men who once mocked Islam now raise their sons in it. Countless women who once believed the lies now say Bismillah before every step they take. Countless youth who ran from religion now run towards Salah like it is their final breath. This is Islam according to the awakened, the healed, the reborn. This is Islam not as America imagined but as Allah revealed, and despite every attempt to distort it, the truth continues to shine, for Allah guides whom He wills, and hearts are turning no matter how strong the resistance. America may still question Islam, fear it, debate it, misrepresent it, but it cannot stop its light from reaching those who need it most. Islam according to America is changing, from fear to fascination, from suspicion to study, from resistance to realization, and one day the same nation that once misunderstood it may become home to countless hearts united by La ilaha illallah, for the truth cannot be buried forever, and Islam, no matter how it is seen, will always speak for itself through those who live it with peace, dignity, and love. But here's where the reality stings the most. Many Americans aren't rejecting Islam because they studied it, they're rejecting it because they were taught to fear it before they ever understood it. They never opened a Quran. They never heard a real Muslim speak from the heart. They never walked inside a mosque. But still, they speak, loudly, aggressively, with certainty, because fear, when repeated enough times, begins to sound like truth. So imagine the internal war of a person who actually feels something awaken when they hear Allahu Akbar, not as a sound of terror, but as a surrender of the soul to the one who made them. Imagine knowing deep inside, this faith gives me peace, but what will America call me if I accept it? Terrorist, traitor, foreign, brainwashed. Suddenly, truth feels dangerous, not because Islam is dangerous, but because being Muslim in America is treated as dangerous. And so thousands of silent hearts sit on the edge of belief, caught between the peace they feel and the punishment society will give them for feeling it. This is not just a clash of faiths. This is a war between perception and reality, between fear and truth, between who they were told Muslims are, and who Muslims actually are. And for many, this is the moment where their test begins.